I'd love to ask you, what is it like being a commission painter? How did you like decide to get into that? How did you like kick that off, and what's it like?
So I've been painting for money since since not too long after I started playing Warhammer in the 90s.
Awesome. Okay.
And it started off, it was just, painting for people at the local game store who want a model done. Because I was entering painting competitions really early on, and the people locally knew that I was pretty good. So if they needed something painted, they'd come to me and I'd paint it. A lot of painting for friends. And then I started selling my stuff on eBay, and I still do sometimes. Realized I could make some money off of that, and so then I would start advertising that I did commission. But really, the commissioning didn't come about until I was on Instagram and TikTok, and then I could really reach a larger audience and do these larger orders where I am commissioning a whole army, or there would be like they would want a very specific character, and I'd end up sculpting it and putting it together and doing all the kit bashes and turning it around for them. So that really took off in recent years, but now it's a full-fledged business. I mean, I own two businesses. That's one of them, and honestly, Warhammer painting is probably the more profitable of the two businesses I own, but it's also a lot more labor intensive.
Yes. So you could say that you literally butter your bread with Nuln oil.
I do, yes. That's awesome. I mean, it is. It pays the bills for sure.
That's great, man. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah. Like if you can make money doing what you love, then you should do it. And this is not me saying that you should monetize your hobbies by any means.
Yes.
I think that if it's not for you, you will know pretty quickly if it's not something you want to do. Because many years I really avoided monetizing Warhammer because I would get commissions and then I would sit on them and I would be miserable and just have to slog through. So I'll tell you the secret. The way to make it work is, again, you got to treat yourself. You gotta paint one unit of your commission and then paint something for yourself.
Okay.
Because otherwise you're going to get so burned out on those commissions.
Okay.
You got to have that little serotonin hit. You've got to, for example, I had a huge Knights commission. It was, I think I probably painted 20 something Imperial Knight or Chaos Knights. And then, so every time I would paint a knight, I would switch over and paint 5 of whatever, I don't remember what army I was doing at the time, but I'd paint 5 of those. Yeah. And I'd go back and do a knight, then do some of mine, and that way I wasn't just getting burnt out and like hating this commission. And it also made my my work on the commission a lot better because I was giving it my best self instead of just trying to slog through.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it takes focus, dedication, and a good slice of discipline just to paint your own Warhammer, let alone someone else's that you're not going to see. I understand you're being paid for it, of course, but yeah, it takes focus, man.
That's partially why I sell armies sometimes, because I make decent money selling my already built armies, and a lot of the time that adds a commission onto it because there's extra stuff that the client wants. So, for example, I sold my Emperor's Children, and the client wanted some, like, 10 more Tormentors, 10 more Infractors, 6 Flawless Blades, Lucius, and so I added that on, and I was able to not only sell my army for a pretty penny, but also add on, several $1,000s of commission work on top of it.
Okay. Well, what's the most typical thing that people come to you wanting? Is it like characters? Is it just units?
You're talking about like for commissions.
Yes.
I make the most money off of army commissions.
Right.
I think most commonly they want one character or one squad.
Yeah.
I get a lot of kill teams.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
And honestly, I think that's a price point sort of thing, because someone can afford, $500 or $600 for a kill team to get painted really well.
Yeah.
Once you start getting into like $3,500 to $4,000 armies, you're narrowing your
It's a specific
base.
client.
Right. Those are very specific clients who really have the money, have the dedication that they really want this whole army to look really good. And honestly, just most people can't drop $4,000 on one thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Any given.
Anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a specific kind of person who wants that.
But I have no. I love doing single characters. I've done probably 5 Gillimans, several Lions, and then a lot of Demon Primarchs in my time, because that's your centerpiece. You want a really good centerpiece model, and so that's, I can really pour all of my skill into this model and make it look great. I love a good freehand artist, and I've found several just scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, and I always ask them, like, what's your commission rate? Do you do commissions? And 9 times out of 10, if you see an artist that you like, just reach out and ask if they do commissions, because normally they will.
Yeah, most people don't turn down money for something they're doing anyway.
Right, yeah. They'll put you on. I've got a guy in the UK right now working on freehand for a Reaver Titan. I just sent him the plates because I can do the body, but his freehand work is insane.
Yeah.
So I've played it with Titans like 3 times, but I collect really well painted ones because there's so much surface area that you can cover with really pretty murals.
Yeah.
But as a commission painter, you just want you want to showcase what sets you apart from other commission painters.
Okay. So do you think there's like a certain obviously people buy it for different reasons, right? They buy commission painted stuff for different reasons. Some people are tournament players, they don't like painting, they don't want to paint, so they just want something that's tabletop standard, and they're kind of happy with that. And some people want display pieces. So kind of like, would you agree with the statement that if you're like competent at painting, you can paint to a tabletop standard, that there is a market for you to be a commission painter?
Yeah, at least locally, with your local gaming club, I would start off with a simple, easy paint scheme. If you're doing, local, just to see if you can do commission painting, because it is a different mindset than just doing your own stuff, because you want it to be good. You want a happy customer. Whereas with your own stuff, you might make some mistakes and not really care. So I would try it out with someone locally first.
Yeah.
If you can, if you have local friends who want you to paint their stuff, and then if that works out, start putting your stuff on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok. I've got a big following on both Instagram and TikTok. Those two lend themselves pretty well to Warhammer painting videos. But I would start locally and see if it's something for you. And if it is, then scale it up. Go nuts.
How do you decide? Sorry, go on. Were you finishing?
Oh, but if you're going to do commission painting, I do highly recommend you get an airbrush.
Yes. Yeah, you definitely want the tools of the trade.
Right. And airbrushes, my airbrush is $30. Like, I do not buy expensive airbrushes, because they're just going to get clogged up and destroyed over the course of using, no matter how well you care for them.
I agree with that 100%.
gonna get clogged up. So don't go and spend $150 on an airbrush. Go on Amazon, find a $30 airbrush, and use it for a year or so, and then it's gonna get clogged up, and you can get another one.
Yeah, that's exactly how I do it. I mean, I'm between them at the minute, but I've got a 60 pound compressor. That's
Right.
sterling coinage.
I
Currency.
got a cheap compressor from Harbor Freight, and I've had it for the compressor. I've had this compressor for probably 12 years.
Yeah, that's just pretty much the same for me.
It
So,
looks terrible.
Mr.
It's got
Tweed,
all over.
Mr. Tweed wants to know, what's the most annoying commission that you've ever had? What's the one you had the most displeasure in completing?
Okay, so that's a two-part question, because one, it was before I really had a process down. I was painting for a friend, part of my gaming club, and he wanted me to paint this entire Dark Elf army that was converted, and I did not have. This was before I was really doing. I nailed down the do something of mine, then do something of his, and also I didn't have the streamlined process to blast through a whole unit in a sitting. So I was much slower back then, and it sat there and stared at me. This commission just stared at me forever because I could not bring myself to do it. So I ended up just giving it back. I finished like half of it. I gave it back to him. I was like, I can't finish this, man. He was also getting out of the hobby, so he didn't really want it anymore. So we just called it even. But now this was 10, 15 years ago. Now I've got my process down. I don't finish a commission. Usually I finish them pretty fast. But the most annoying thing to paint now is Chaos Space Marine and Space Marine successor, like the Chaos Space Marines, like Emperor's Children, Black Legion, and Thousand Suns.
Yeah.
I charge extra for anything with a ton of gold trim.
Yeah,
just
makes
because
sense.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate painting trim. Don't send me a Helldrake unless you want me to charge you for it.
That's immediately what I thought of. Was the Helldrake.
That, and the most annoying single model was the corn mower. The what is it? The big corn skull crusher.
Lord of Skulls.
No, Lord of Skulls. Yeah, I've never run one, but I had a friend who wanted me to do a commission of like it was the original World Eaters white scheme on a Lord of Skulls, and I did not realize how much trim a Lord of Skulls has, and I was just, my eyes were bleeding. I was just like, I'm in purgatory, man, because I sat down and I wanted to do all of the trim at one time, and it was painful.
It's not like you can. It's not like you can skip it either. There's no way to do a scheme where you don't hit that trim.
Right, and it was a white paint scheme, so like any sort of spillover from the trim was just glaringly obvious. So I had to like I was saying earlier, you could take your time and do it right, so you don't have to redo it. And just going through and painstakingly getting all of this very jagged trim was, my brain leaked out of my ears.
Well, okay, since we're kind of on that topic, I'd love to know, how do you go about figuring out how you price these things?
So my base rate is 4 times retail. That is what has worked for me. Obviously, like we were saying, if it's something that's just got a ton of trim or that I know I'm going to be miserable painting, then I'll charge more just to make it worth my while. And also, when you break it down, you want to make a decent hourly rate. I paint really fast, so I can afford to charge 4 times retail, because let's say I'm doing a Gilliman. I'm gonna knock him out in 2 sittings, and it's so 4 times retail for Gilliman isn't bad. But if that also if you want a higher standard, like you want to enter this into a painting competition, which I highly recommend you do not do that with a miniature you didn't paint, because there are repercussions. But if you are trying to pass this off as your own work, you're gonna have to pay a lot more.
Right. Okay. I never even considered that be something that people would do. I don't know that's crazy.
That was a big deal back in my big tournament days. We would have there were knockdown drag out arguments about winning best painted for something you didn't paint.
I got you.
The judges, some judges were okay because you paid for it. It's your army. It is the best painted. And others were like, no, you can't win best painted if you didn't paint your own model. Obviously you can't. I believe there has been a scandal with Golden Demon where someone didn't paint everything or something like that. Like they didn't paint the background. Someone else painted the background, or it was, yeah, there have been numerous Golden Demon scandals where it turned out that this wasn't all done by one person.
Okay. That gives me the feel. Have you ever seen that? There's a clip that goes around of like this fishing competition where they put leads in the fish.
Oh yeah, that I want to say that happened here in Alabama.
Yeah, probably. It was that kind of feel.
I'm wrong about that, but we are. That's that. I mean, Alabama is a big fishing area, so
I think I'd like it. I'm a bit of a fisherman. It's very elitist over here, though, man. Let me just tell you quickly about what fishing is here. It's crazy. I could from my house, if I open this window, I can chuck a stone into the river. It's that close.
Oh wow, that's fun.
If I want to fish on that river, I have to pay £1,000 a year to join a club, and there's a 2-year waiting list.
Oh my!
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Just a group of random guys own it, and then you have to pay $1,000 to get in, and they make you wait 2 years, and they don't even let you all in if they don't like you.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Here, you just go to the lake. You need a fishing license, but I think it's like $20.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have Alabama has more lakes and rivers than I think it has more miles of river than any state. I could be wrong about that, but we've just got lakes and streams and rivers everywhere. So you'll see old men just sitting on the side of the road with a fishing line in the local creek, and they're just pulling out catfish. So
we do have places like that, but our big rivers are all what they call syndicate owned. So they're owned by yeah, it's crazy. It's fucked really. It really annoys me actually. But
there are fishing clubs here, but they're usually small. They're very small private land with a few ponds.
So another question. As it pertains to both commission and just normal painting, what's the difference in your approach to painting for display, like a character, and then painting an army?
So for characters, usually I want to keep them in the same scheme as the army, unless it's like a demon Primarch or something that's going to be very different. But I usually get the idea for this character before I ever even buy the model. I get an idea in my head of what I want to do with it, especially if there's some sort of conversion I want to do. I did a Nagash I've done 2 really great Nagash conversions, and I'll if I want to do this the first one, I put Magnus's wings on his back and turned him into this just huge angel of death with a scythe and a skull face. He was really cool. And then the second one I did was a tribute to Ozzy right after Ozzy died, of Nagash sitting on this big throne with his metal hands up in the air, which is it was what Ozzy looked like in his last show, like a month before he died.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
both of them are awesome. Both of them are great Nagash conversions.
My
But
family
you
from
look
the
at it-
same from the same city as him. My mum's from
Oh yeah,
Birmingham.
absolutely.
They all talk like this. They
I
all
live in
talk a
the
bit
state under
funny.
Birmingham.
Sharon, where's me booze?
I actually live in Birmingham or near Birmingham, Alabama, so we've got that in common. It's slightly small.
Sorry, go on.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, it's just
Birmingham, Alabama.
you did a I noticed there's like a great unclean one that's got like the mugs. It's the roll tide. That is awesome.
That one is actually printed. That's a 3D print.
Right, I thought because that was a crazy conversion. If not,
no,
I was gonna bring it up, but I can't get it up.
About it. Yeah, it's printed. I'm actually working on mass printing like several of those because I like doing those for charity auctions. I sold that one and donated the money to the local food bank because we work with them for a lot of things. I support them with my other business. And so I sold that and I was like, hey, this is a good idea. I could paint this with anyone's football jersey and do commissions and just send the money to the food bank. So we're working on that right now. It's kind of a hard model to paint, or to print. But once we get it down, we'll be doing that.